Welcome back. This afternoon, you're listening to the Todd Laborowitz Show, Real Estate Radio and Sound Broadcast Network, WRC 1260 AM. I am your host, Todd Laborowitz, and we're speaking in the studio now with Michael Herson, who is managing partner and principal agent for Congressional Insurance Associates over in Potomac, Maryland.
Todd, thanks a lot for having me on. I appreciate it.
Great to have you here. Now, there's a lot of people in insurance.
There are.
And what type of insurances do you cover?
So as of August 1st, my company, Congressional Insurance Associates, will be providing auto, home, life, and business insurance. So there's a lot of different types of insurance policies that go under that because there's a lot of different things people drive. Golf carts, cars, motorcycles, mobile homes. Homes, you have many different types of home insurance policies: home insurance, renter's insurance, condominium insurance, rental property insurance. There's a lot of different types of insurance policies under those fields, which my company will actually provide insurance for.
Okay, and you're saying August 1st.
Yeah.
How long have you been in the insurance industry?
So I've been in the insurance industry along with my partner for a total of 8 years. So we actually were working for a captive Fortune 100 insurance company for the last 4 years. And throughout the last year, we've been planning, is that captive agency future, is it the best thing for our future? And we decided that the best option for our customers, our business partners, and ourselves was really to go into the independent brokerage field for insurance, where you have more choice for your clients compared to having one company that you can choose from. You now have whatever your client needs, you can find a company for that specific need.
Okay, so you were with a Fortune 500 company.
Yes.
And you decided to break off on your own.
Correct.
With this partner.
Yes.
And you obviously have to have a different type of business model.
It's a very similar model, to be perfectly honest. It's heavily through referrals.
Okay.
However, the main difference is that with my company, Congressional Insurance Associates, we can now take someone from the day that they're born to the day that they're no longer here and have an insurance product that accurately fits them. The thing with the captive insurance agency and any insurance company, they have a niche. They have a particular type of client that they're looking for. One company might be looking for large homes over $1 million. Other companies might be looking for small townhomes. If I have a referral that I receive from, whether it's a lender, a real estate agent, anyone, I want to be able to take care of their needs. And if you have one company, you can always offer really good service, but you might not be accurately fitting that customer with the correct company. So by going independent, you now can choose a company based off of your client's need. So at this point, I'm now the advocate for the client, and I can pick really the best company for the client's needs at that point in time.
Okay, so as a picture, you have this pool of people where these companies are pulling people in saying, sell my product.
Right.
Go out, get the business.
Yeah.
Now you have the full training and everything. You're like, wait a second, this isn't in the best interest of my clients, who probably are most family and friends and clients, through referrals, that you want to provide the service that they deserve.
Yeah, exactly. So what I actually find interesting to that point is that I actually always consider the family and the friends like the icing on the cake as far as my business model. For me, it's really working with referral partners that have clients that have needs for insurance, that are looking for education, first-time home buyers, people that are buying new vehicles, people that are having life-changing events, getting married, having children. There's an insurance need that they have that I'd like to address in the form of education. And then obviously the insurance policies will follow at that point. But at this point, what I really, really like is that I can choose a good company for someone based off of their need at that point in time. And if throughout them being a policyholder of mine, their need changes, I can place them with a different company at that point in time. So it's really exciting that the customer doesn't feel like they need to actively shop their insurance every year, because I theoretically can do that for them with the continuous service that we provide.
That's what's pretty interesting. A lot of people are trying to steal business from other people, saying, have you updated this? Have you looked?
Yeah.
And then they end up finding out that they can get a better price, and they go back to their agent and say, oh, why didn't you tell me this? And they lower the price, and they end up staying with them.
Right.
You're actually saying you're going to retain them.
Yeah, the key is retention. Yeah, because in the insurance industry, it's all about, I guess you could say, residuals, creating a nice client base. And we do that by offering continuous service. So obviously we're going to do our underwriting when we can. We're going to ask people if they've updated their home. We're going to rerun their driving records. We're going to do things like that because we have to accurately insure their risk at that point in time. But the nice thing is that if someone's with an insurance company and their rate changes for some reason, or maybe their rate should change positively for some reason, we can actually shop it for them with the carriers that we provide.
Okay.
Yeah.
And being an independent mortgage insurance agent,
Yeah.
you're able to shop it around.
Exactly.
And not just be stuck with the internal
we've,
products.
We've carefully chosen many insurance companies for our clients to choose from. We're going to give them the best option in our opinion, but ultimately it's their decision where they decide to insure. But we haven't just gone out and picked every insurance company, because we want to pick insurance companies that have a great claim satisfaction rating, a great customer experience rating, which is really important for us. So we've chosen some very good insurance companies to work with our clients.
Perfect. Well, by the way, if you're just tuning in, I have with me Michael Herson, Managing Partner and Principal Agent for Congressional Insurance Associates. I am your host, Todd Laborwood, and you're listening to Salem Broadcast Network, WRC 1260 AM. Well, Michael, tell me about, how did you get into the insurance field?
So it's actually interesting. When you're growing up, you would never have thought, I want to be an insurance agent when I grow up. I wanted to be a sports agent. I actually was working for AT&T Mobility for 4 years, and a friend of mine was working for Liberty Mutual, and I was looking to get into an industry where I can kind of create my own schedule. I can build relationships with people, because I love to network and really help people and get out of the retail world. So I actually interviewed with the captive insurance company that I was previously employed with, and I was blown away. They're a fantastic insurance company, and the training program that they have, the way that they want to do business. It's not to save you money. It's to really provide clients with good education on insurance, because a lot of people don't understand their insurance. They just get what's provided to them. But what a lot of people don't realize is that there are coverages that might be optional that are really a necessity. You really want to have those types of coverage. So I really liked how that company trained me, and I had a great experience with them, and that's what I've taken to this new company, and I'm really, really excited about. So it was a weird way for me to get into the insurance industry, and I've absolutely loved it. And if I could go back in time, I probably would say I'd like to be in an industry where I'm working with a lot of people, helping a lot of people, and providing education.
So it's a fit for your passion,
It
what
is.
you like to do.
Yeah.
And talking about sports agents, you're also tied to the Caps.
Yeah, so I direct an affiliated podcast with the Capitals called Talk the Red. We're affiliated with Ball Hogs Radio Network and Monumental Sports and Entertainment. So I direct the podcast Talk the Red, and it's a lot of fun. We get to meet a lot of the players. We get to report on the team when they're doing good, when they're doing bad, when they're doing okay, and it's a great time.
Perfect. Now let me ask you a question. I've been to a couple of games. Who blows that horn?
Who blows the horn?
You ever have them on your podcast?
I know exactly who you're talking about. That is the Horn Guy. If you want to follow him on Twitter, it's at the Horn Guy.
Really?
And he sits in section 415, I believe. His name is Sam. So
okay.
Yeah. So you have Sam, and then you have Will Stillwell on the bottom, who screams, "Let's go Caps!" So yeah, they've created quite an identity at Verizon Center.
Yeah, it's a great culture.
Yeah.
Well, also, Congressional Insurance Associates. How'd you come up with the name?
We were looking. So my partner Ian Higgins and I, we've worked together for around 10 years. So we worked together at AT&T, and then we worked together at Liberty Mutual. We've basically worked at both companies for the exact same amount of time, and I'm happy to call him a good friend. And when we were thinking about a name, we could have chosen our last names. We could have said Herson and Higgins Insurance Associates. We could have done that, but we really wanted to identify ourselves with Washington, D.C., the area, and we wanted to identify ourselves with something that's important. So DC is very important to a lot of people, and that was really where the name came up. So a random person can look at that name and say, that name holds a lot of weight. It's a it seems responsible, and that's really what we want to put out there.
It really does.
Yeah.
Especially the logo. Good job on the logo.
I had an amazing logo designer help me out with that. So.
Perfect. Now, on the show before, we've talked about insurance.
Yeah.
What's your take on umbrella policies?
I think that there is a need for umbrella policies based off of your liability needs. So based off of your assets. Not everyone is a candidate for it. If you're renting, you don't have a lot of assets, I don't think it's important. I think you have to have really good liability on your renter's insurance. But it's really for that homeowner. It's for that person with a high-paying job as far as their salary is concerned. For that that individual with children, because if something happens with one of your kids, they're going to come after you. It's really with those types of people that an umbrella policy is important.
All right, so Michael, starting August 1st,
Yep.
You're also in the states of Maryland, D.C., Virginia, and Pennsylvania.
Yep, we're really in the D.C. metro area as well as Pennsylvania.
And your source of business comes from actual referrals.
It truly is referrals. So that's one of the things that's great about why I love what I do as far as, where I get my business from. I'm happy to work with a fantastic real estate group. And referrals, it really does drive my business.
Perfect, because having a referral from someone, you're holding that person liable, and you're representing well if you're doing it that route. That's how I like it.
Absolutely. I love to enhance the service that a professional can provide.
Perfect. Well, Michael Herson, congratulations on your new company and venture, managing partner and principal agent of Congressional Insurance Associates. And coming up next, we'll have Mortgage Matters with yours truly, and we're going to be talking about pre-approval letters.